and welcome to another episode of You,
Me,
and the Flea.
Flea.
God, welcome back after the holiday. How was it?
It was good. How was yours?
It was good.
I mean,
as good as they can be, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say just goes and comes and goes.
Did you get
so
everything
quick.
you wanted?
Duh.
Oh, here's one everyone always said. It was Santa good to you?
Yeah. Even though I was naughty this year.
Oh, I know, seriously. I mean,
Honestly, I don't really ask for anything.
the big guy could have given me, like, you know,
10 grand in my savings account or
the
something.
man of my dreams and, you know, a new Rolex or something. I don't know, but, you know,
You
it
can't
is
be
what it
picky.
is. I appreciate the small things, but here we
Sure.
are. And it's time to reflect. This is the last Thursday of the year.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't
What the
know.
flea is going on, dude?
What the flea is going on? How the flea are we in 2025? Like the
About
next
to
time
be.
we talk to you guys,
I know.
it is 2025.
Like, I never imagined as a kid, like, writing 2025.
Me either.
I struggled with, like, 1998.
The whole thing.
I know.
I vividly remember 2000.
I know.
Vivid.
Literally. And I'm like,
People
what do you
were
mean
like,
we have
it's
to
gonna
write two
shut
zeros?
down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the world is ending.
Yeah. Or like on your homework, I just remember writing like double zeros and being like, wow, this is so weird. And now I'm writing 25.
Yep.
I'm going to be writing 25.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I can't. So,
Honestly,
how we feeling?
goodbye 24.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad year, but there's nothing to write home about.
Okay.
I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I pictured me to be a little bit further in the beginning of the year than I am
get
now.
that.
So,
I got that. I
Yeah.
mean, and it's very interesting, but I feel like year after year, you kind of just this
Humble
is the time
yourself.
to this is the time to like reflect on it and see like how can you get better
Sure.
instead of because if I would mope around for all my
no,
my misfortunes, I would be in a
Lately-
very deep hole.
Yeah, lately, just the whole fake it till you make it mentality is literally what I think every day.
I know, seriously.
Smile.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. Yep.
It's okay. I'm okay.
Yep.
It's okay. I'm okay.
Yep.
No, seriously. Okay. Well, what is one thing like you would say you learned this year?
Maybe I'm the problem.
Oh,
Like, I just feel,
that's deep.
well, I mean, yeah.
I don't mean to laugh, but geez.
Well,
Hit
yeah.
me with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to think that way too. By the way, like totally
I
to
just
be
got
like,
some stuff I got to work on.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I would say I feel like something I've learned is like, man, it's like the same thing every year, but never. The only thing constant is change. Period. Like you just have to go into things, not ever like knowing like not. I feel okay. How do I say this? Like it's like. You can't go into something and be like, yes, it's going to be smooth sailing this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not.
No.
Whether it's your personal life, your professional life,
Sure.
or like whatever. I just feel like always go into it being like, okay, there's other things that can happen, but I will be prepared for
Yep.
the good, the bad, the okay.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or the plateau of it, period. Whether that's, I don't know, your healthy eating habits or your health, like whatever it is. It's just like, okay, like I just need to go into this knowing that like I need to be prepared for anything of it.
Sure.
So anyways, I feel like I always learn the hard way of those things,
I get it.
but anyways, okay.
All we can
So-
do is be better.
Yeah, dude. I know. Seriously. All right. Well, obviously this episode we're tasked with like, some of our favorite things that we bought for the year.
Yeah.
But also like, I mean, I know we kind of talked offline, but we listened to ourselves a year ago. What did you think?
The
of
whole
yourself?
thing, honestly, I after listening to those episodes of the beginning of the year of me and Christina,
Yeah.
I actually started listening to further ones from when we first started.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Wow.
I know.
It really goes to show you like how people just like really practice makes perfect.
I know.
In a way.
Yeah.
But like I just love seeing the change in us, like our confidence when we're talking on, like I remember, you guys, if you really only knew how me and Christina were in the very beginning, we would have to like amp ourselves and be like, don't you remember? We would be listening all the filler words we would add in and just like for sure, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you not remember this?
Don't make me cringe right now.
I'm just like,
Rachel.
wow. Okay, listening to us in the beginning of the year till now, yeah, I definitely am proud of like what we have accomplished on the podcast for sure. And,
I know.
and you know, with Swap, that's a definite positive thing.
Oh, for sure.
This year for me.
I think, first of all, if you're listening to this and you were listening to us then, thank you for sticking through.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
But honestly, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that feels like yesterday, but also forever ago.
Yeah.
When you do that. And I'm just like, wow, I feel smarter. I feel like more mature, more like, I don't really even know how to say that. I still say like a lot. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So you said that and I'm like, I mean, I still say,
no, but
I still say a lot of things a lot, but
as bad. But I think for me, more self-aware is what I have learned. I'm a little bit more aware of myself. I've noticed this in the last second half of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know, like Taylor said,
I think we've grown, and
it's
I think
me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Rachel.
Shout out my girl Taylor.
Oh my god, we've even grown so much since then because you didn't even like Taylor like over a year or so ago. Yeah. You know what else I was gonna say too is like it's just so interesting too when we were like in that conversation we're like, oh, we have 37 episodes under our belt and now it's 87.
I know.
I'm like, what? That's insane.
Yeah.
Like we've done a lot of fleeing.
Dog, I've been fleeing around all year.
Holy
flea. Yeah.
Wow.
What the flea in the flea.
Anyways, okay. Enough about that.
No, but it is wild.
But it's
actually
insane.
Wild. Like
anytime you see any starting point from like a weight loss journey or like, you know, you start your own business, everything, and you look at your numbers and you look at whatever, and when it's time to analyze stuff, you're just like, wow, it feels like you don't
like you're not moving,
but
it feels like the needle is not moving fast enough. But then when you go back to like 6 months or 12 months or 9 months, even 100%. 3, you're like, wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's like that day to day, I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Damn,
you just feel
why did we get 80 new followers today?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You're just like, wow, like, are we doing the right thing?
Yeah, are we good?
Okay. Did you do anything for the first time this year?
Yes.
What?
Different workouts. I did Pilates for the first time. I did Barry's boot camp for the first time. What else did I do?
Okay, so we're expanding our fitness repertoires.
Yep.
Love that. What's mine?
I went to the Florida flea market for the first time.
Oh, yeah, good one. What did I do for them?
I'm like really trying to think here.
I'm really trying to think too.
I'm like literally going by month by month. I'm like, okay, we went to Vegas together for the first time for the flea market conference.
We did.
Christina and I got stuck together in a hurricane for the first time.
I say that. I lived through my first hurricane.
Yep.
Okay, that's my first of the year.
Yep.
Very uneventful.
I mean, yeah. All my firsts were like with you. So.
Oh, well, that's great. Love that for us.
Yeah.
Okay, who or what had the biggest impact on your growth this year? I'm trying to think too. I don't know.
I already know this answer, but I feel like you're gonna get weird. I would say you.
Oh wow.
100%.
That's really sweet.
No, I'm not. I'm serious though. Like, there's just been. Christina and I have gone through a lot, okay? Let's just say that. You know, it's hard. It's hard to be working with a friend and then, like, you know, also working together. Yeah. And I definitely feel like Christina has given me some hard conversations this year that maybe not a lot of people have. And, you know, at first I really hated them, but honestly, like reflecting on the year.
Who
No, I'm like dead
those?
serious.
I mean,
So I've
seriously,
been
though.
thinking like we have had hard conversations that I've never had with like friends or like business partners. And
Yeah.
it's been interesting. But like you have helped me like look at myself more internally. Like I'm straight up serious. Like I'm like,
interesting.
okay, she's bringing up all this about me. She's got like actual facts of like this. Time to start looking at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So yeah, I would say you. Yep.
Wow.
You've helped me grow a lot professionally and personally.
Well, damn.
You don't need to say me. I'm just saying. I
No,
was like
I mean-
really like truly. I'm
Honestly,
like, damn,
I would
we've
say-
had some really interesting combos that have definitely been
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but with that being said,
first-timers.
that's also growth for me too, because
Yeah.
it is like a hurdle to, you know, obviously I consider you a friend too, so it's like
Sure,
hard
sure.
to like the boundaries of like, you know, I want this person to succeed and us
Mm-hmm.
to succeed, and so like, you know, you do have to have some uncomfortable conversations
Yeah.
sometimes, and I'm typically the person that avoids those,
Yeah.
and you know, a growth thing for me was to get over
Yeah.
that and just be like, and I'm gonna be honest, like from a growth perspective too, I thought of you because I know that you would tell me that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense too.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I know she would be nothing but honest with me,
Yeah.
so I have to give that back.
Yep. Yep.
So I would, you know, as much as you said not to say you back, I definitely think
Yeah.
that like it's a reflection of like you as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I owe this to her too, you know?
definitely have helped each other get out of like our comfort
For
zone,
sure.
the norm.
Oh God, that's a big one too.
Like, I'm sorry. Some of the stuff Christina asked me to do, I'm like, what? But then I look back literally at
I
these
know.
videos from the last year. I'm like, now I'd be like, yeah, no problem. But like
I
in the
know.
moment, I was like, what?
I know.
But like, yeah, like,
You know what? That's an interesting thing too. A thing to point out is like swap in general or your work in general. Like
Oh, yeah.
sometimes like things in your personal life like may not be going the
Yep.
way you want, and
Yep.
like it's actually kind of a fun thing to turn yourself on into this like character of like, okay, now we get to be like fun marketing
Yep.
people, and like
Yep.
no matter what happened last night or like this morning in my personal life, like I get to turn it on and be
Yep.
this like person, almost like acting or
Yeah.
something. And I love that too about what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we get to kind of like escape reality for a few.
I mean, there's been days
You know?
where I wake up and things are just not well,
Yeah.
and then we go film, and then after I'm like, damn, all right,
know.
I'm good.
I'll be
It's
like-
like we're bouncing off
Yeah.
each other, then we're walking, and it's nice, and we're drinking like it's like I'm like, and then I leave. I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
shit ain't that bad.
I'll be like telling my sister, actually, I'll be like, I had the worst night's sleep. I had this and that. Rachel's going through this and that. And my sister will seriously be like, you can't tell. Like
Yeah.
you guys like literally had like
Yeah.
such a great like chemistry that day.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, you should have seen us.
We just
You should have seen us after.
we literally just yelled at each other before.
No, I mean, not even that.
No,
but like,
no, but
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
like it's just like, dang,
Yeah.
like you never know what people are going through.
For
so
sure.
always like whatever. That's a big thing to get through this
Yeah.
year. I don't know, man. Like as much as you like think of like negative things too that you go through every year, there's always like so many positives
So many.
too.
That's what I mean. Like for me too, I'm realizing as I get older, I don't need this like big thing, like European trip, buying my first house to make my year.
Wait,
You know
that's
what I
funny
mean?
because that was on your list.
I know,
I remember.
and I didn't
You-
go. And I'm like, okay. And when I was listening to it, you know, trying to
But
do
you
this
know where
episode,
you did go? Central Florida, baby.
that's right, sure did, and we'll be back.
I mean, you met people there.
Definitely.
Seriously.
I mean, yeah, there's been other places, right? But
know.
like, no,
I'm
but
joking,
no,
by the
no,
way.
I know.
But it's just so funny how like you have all these like
Mm-hmm.
lofty goals and then you go back and you're very humbled. Like
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I literally you guys on my mood board put a ring on there. I thought I was gonna be engaged right now.
That's okay.
Like
So
I'm
did
like,
I.
oh, I'm gonna meet someone in like the end of January. We're gonna be together for 8 months. He's gonna propose, and then like I'll have like a 6-month engagement. Like I'll be whatever, and yep, here we are again. Nope, nothing.
Me either.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm still gonna manifest and put it out there, though. I mean,
yeah,
hello.
you have to.
This is the year.
I'm getting my G-Wagon too.
This is the year. It's happening, Rachel. I will
No,
still
but you get what I'm saying is like I like feel like people like put these big things as like they had a great year if that happens, and I'm realizing my great years are changing. It's based on like more smaller consistent things I'm doing day to day to literally change my life, make me work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
My mental health, how I am as a friend, as a coworker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, yeah, okay, damn, I didn't go to Europe for my month-long trip, but like I grew in other areas.
Yeah,
I grew in other areas that I didn't grow in the year before.
Yeah, I love that. I actually, the next thing I was going to say is like, what are some of the knowledge and things that you want to take to the next year?
Definitely for me, I'm really trying to, hold myself to the same standard that I hold other people.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's like a big one.
That's a really good one, yeah.
I also think another one would be just like literally understanding and realizing like I can control Rachel.
Right.
That's it.
That's a big deal, yeah.
Not what the next person's doing, not when they're like, I don't need to compare myself to my friends who are 33 who have been together for 15 years, who are already married and bought a house and bought a cabin.
Journey.
Right.
Yeah.
So little stuff like that. Being okay with the unknown, being okay with not having plans, not going out, like literally being fine, sitting my ass in the house and just like being present
yourself,
and being okay with like the present and what's going on right now.
Yeah, no, of course. I feel like those are big things to learn, and those are hard lessons to learn too, and hard things to like bring forward and like stay consistent on.
For sure.
Whatever. But it comes with time. You know what? I would say the same thing. Like, I feel like this year I held on to a lot of like grudges in a weird way. Not necessarily like negatively, but well, obviously they're kind of negative, but yeah, it's just like same thing like you, like just holding on to like these stupid things where I'm just like, what is this serving me? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, okay, big deal. This person might not like me. I'm over it at this point. Like, genuinely, it doesn't like upset me, but like, why am I getting upset at other situations because of that? If that makes sense.
Why is it affecting my everyday life?
Totally.
Yes, my mood.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. It's you know, that also goes back to like, control what you can control, but just not allowing people to make you feel a certain way.
Right.
For
sure.
Because
it's
a lot.
It's hard.
It's hard.
For sure.
And it's a big weight, that people carry. And is really what other people think, to be honest.
And I feel like too, like over the course of this year, professionally, I will say like I've learned like a ton of skills in terms of, handling situations, lots of like day-to-day operational things in the flea market that I definitely want to carry into. So that's always like helpful too when you like go through like, some difficult projects or like some not so fun projects. I went through this year. But I learned a lot from them, and so.
Or just like redoing what used to be done and coming up with a new system. Moving forward. It's like that process sucks kind of. I hate to say it like that, but it's like, it's not fun. It's not pretty. It's not,
it's definitely not glamorous, but.
But then it's like so smooth moving forward.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know, man. Everything. There's always something to learn from and grow from. I definitely believe that. And getting your feet wet in something that you never have done is hard. And and
just like honestly, just when you think you know what you're doing,
totally,
boom, you're humbled and you find out you're doing it wrong.
Totally. So kind of going back on like last year's episode when we when we were talking about like goals and all these things and like obviously like resolutions, a lot of our things were, the typical ones of like staying fit and active and healthy and all those things. And I'm just like, how many times are those going to be? Or saving money, paying off our debt. I know. I think we had a lot of like similar ones, like learning and growing. And I'm with you too. I feel like I was like listening back to some of that, and I'm like, my gosh, I really did fall flat on so many of the things that I wanted to do. But then, like I said in the beginning of this, is like then these other things occur to you where you're just like,
wait. But I got a lot further here.
Totally.
That I was
not expecting that.
Yeah.
That is not where I was expecting like my course to go or something, you know?
Totally.
So obviously you just have to kind of be thankful for that growth always. Man, what a time. Isn't it insane? Like we both said literally, I want to travel more, but everything I think I did again this year was, I mean, it was mostly work travel, but like a lot of it was like shorter weekends or something.
Like it was
wasn't
work
like crazy.
And it was short weekends or back to Michigan.
I know. But listen, we're still going to keep Europe on the list this year. I'm determined to go to Greece this year.
Have to. Okay? And you guys need to hold me and Christina accountable.
I know, seriously.
I literally was thinking yesterday, like, should I just like talk to a travel agent right now so I can get something on the books? Like, hey, I want to go to these places. What's the most, budget friendly? I don't, just to hold me accountable. Because I'm like, I've been saying this for 3 years.
I know, for real.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. Okay, what do you have to say about vendor relationships that we formed this year? How do you feel about them?
Gosh, I love them. I feel like, don't you feel like we have like gotten so far? I mean, even
I feel
just
like we're
us,
actually friends with people now at this point.
Agreed.
It's not even like a neighbor, you know?
I agree. I also feel like just walking around the market, people are constantly coming up to us. Oh my God, I follow you guys on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. Like, yeah, it's definitely I feel like we are like really with the community more.
Totally. Yeah. Especially like just being there more. It's just like, hey, it's us again.
Yeah. Now they know who we are. We don't even, they're like, get the cameras rolling.
It's just still insane how still there's so many people where I'm like, wow, there's so many more new faces always, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think some memorable moments have been?
Of the year. Okay. I'm like, of 2024, memorable moments.
I will say we started vlogs this year.
Yep.
I feel like that was really fun. That was kind of like
the mini series. Yeah. That was like, end of the year, middle to end.
And I would say too, I think
the shorts too, we've kind of like really upped this year.
Yeah. And I think too, the relationships are always like a memorable thing. Just like being on the ground and like sweating and hot.
We like, you guys are sweating, we're sweating. When you're freezing, we're also cold. We're walking in the snow, the rain.
100%. 100%. Okay. What about some favorite pod episodes of the year?
Ooh. Favorite pod episodes.
Okay. So some that I wrote down were, we had Justin Joseph on and Matt again. So that was nice. We had Ted Joseph on for the first time.
Ted and our Matt and our guys. I love when we have like a different perspective. Plus they, they're all have a different story too, which it's just so great to learn. Right,
perspectives are always like super fun.
Yeah,
the Triggered episode was new this year that I really thought was fun.
Loved. I feel like we brought in a lot more like games instead of like this or that. Like we were doing a lot of different things with that. I do like this last money one we just did within the last couple months.
Yeah, those are always good. We did like a makeup price comparison and like an Aldi price comparison earlier this year. Those were good. And then there was one like the episode of like dollar. It was like all things like $1. Yeah, that was a good one. The Power of Three was a good one.
I also liked the Halloween one where we did all the different costumes that you could put together really at the flea market.
That was a fun because even, that was like
to do a different type of like episode. It was like literal costumes you kind of have to create. Which like really had us thinking.
Well, we actually like physically did it on the ground and then did a pod episode about it too. I mean, I think any of the like reflection ones where we actually got to like, talk about going after in Florida and going after like the NFMA, like those were all really good episodes too. But yeah, I can't believe it. Oh, and the romance one, we had like an open like dialogue one, which we'll probably bring something like that back. A lot of these actually back.
You guys don't even know what's in store for 2025, okay?
I mean, if you like our faces, get ready for some new ones.
Ooh.
There's a lot of people waiting to be in the hot seat with us. So, hey,
get in line.
Now calling number 40.
Yeah.
All right. Any other like maybe personal, professional highlights that you can name?
No, honestly, I just really loved going to the flea market conference with you guys.
Oh yeah, that was really
That
good.
was something I've never done before. You guys, when you think that you know everything about the flea market, you don't. This was like so eye-opening to me. I felt like I learned so much.
Yeah.
It like loved it.
Yeah.
Also going to Florida, seeing the market there, just seeing how like things are different.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. The
No flea is the same,
No.
I think. I mean, they have similarities, but personally, I think they're all very
in the
unique.
vlogs too, this is like huge for us this year.
Yeah.
We weren't doing anything like that. Initially, when I kind of told Christina we should do like a mini series, we were kind of like both like, well, we should do, some other videos.
Yeah.
And I think they're going. I think they're going better. They're going better
It's
than
crazy.
I thought they were.
It's
going
crazy.
to go.
I mean, it's so funny because like, and this is another thing to like bring up, like personal, professionally, like whatever. You have all these people and all these voices in your head being like, it's not going to work. Like no one's going to watch long-term
do
videos.
this?
No one's going to whatever. I mean, even we were doubting ourselves. Like you literally looked at me and you're like, no one's going to watch us for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And they watch us for 56. And I'm just like, I mean, you just have to like give it a chance and like, you know what I mean? Like take a chance on yourself and like your idea.
The trends, the algorithm, things are always changing.
Yeah.
You literally just have to try it all.
Yeah.
And that's what me and Christina, I really feel like did this year. Was just, we didn't really have like a no limits, no boundaries attitude. She would throw something at me in my head. I'm like, she's insane. But then it would hit.
Honestly, that's marketing in general, though. Like, I feel like, like something like finance or like accounting or even HR, like a lot of their day-to-day things are pretty similar. Like, things stay the same. Like, you might change things here and there, have different softwares, but in marketing, it's quite literally you have to like do different things, have to keep up with trends. Trends change. Not even daily anymore. They change by the hour. So it's like, what? Like what was relevant yesterday in TikTok is not relevant anymore. Like it's crazy. So anyways, that keeps us on our toes too. All right. Did you have maybe like top 10 things that we bought this year?
Oh yeah. This is in
From the
no
fleet.
particular order.
Mine either.
Okay. Number 1 is going to be these platform dupe like Doc Marten loafers.
I loved those. Those were a pretty recent buy, right?
Yeah, they were
like
$5
towards the end of the summer or something.
$5.
I can't believe that.
I don't know the prices for all this stuff, but I do vividly know because those were like the last
Certain
thing
things,
I bought. Yeah, I bought a whole outdoor furniture couch set.
Oh my gosh, I know.
What? Like a sectional.
Yeah.
I got a coffee coconut scrub that have been obsessed with and have only bought since.
Coffee coconut scrub.
Yeah.
Do I remember this?
Kasha's booth.
Oh wow.
I've been on it.
Really?
Dude, it is so good. My skin has
Really?
literally never been softer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I love that.
Love. I got a quarter like fuzzy pullover zip, which I love.
That's a good one.
Silver clutch with chain.
The metallic purse.
Metallic purse. These super comfortable fuzzy slippers. The perfume we fell in love with, Audacity.
The audacity.
I got a really cute sheer
Yes.
black one-piece bathing suit.
Okay.
That was like off the shoulder, and then an oversized vintage leather jacket.
Yes.
And last but not least, black and white cowboy boots.
Yes, those were all amazing. I actually, when I was like going back
I'm like,
to see,
wow, do I have trends? I buy clothes, shoes, bags, and self-care.
I was going back to like see what I had bought and everything that you had bought. I was like, wow, literally Rachel made out like a freaking bandit this year.
I know.
You're missing so many things. Like you had that pajama set that was like $5. Those like these like tank tops that we literally looked at retail and they were like
$28 each.
Yeah, no joke. No, I thought they were like 50 or 60.
They were so expensive.
Something,
oh my God,
and you paid
yeah.
like $5 for them.
Shoot, I forgot all that stuff.
Wait, I'm not like trying to think. I'm like, dude, there were so many things that you've gotten that I'm like not okay with. Like a bracelet, that like custom bracelet that I think like was sized to you. Do you remember that?
Yep. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. You bought that like Kate Spade like big oversized tote.
I totally forgot about that.
I know, dude. You hit so
Wow, I was hitting the jackpot.
you hit you got so many good things.
And
like
you guys,
a basket,
a huge basket.
Huge good basket. There was like so many things. I'm like, dang, Rachel got some good stuff.
Time to up it up for you, sister.
I know. I'm like, what the heck?
Okay, what did you get? I don't even remember.
Okay.
I know I loved your black bag.
Yes, that's on here. Okay. Again, in no particular order for me, but I have like my Zara sandals. I can't believe that. I like literally looked at the retail of those and they were like $68 and I got them for $15, brand new. Insane.
Those were so cute.
Bracelets, like my stackable bracelets. Oh, another thing that you got was that calendar. The like erasable.
Oh my God, the dry erase board.
You got so, I'm telling you, there were so many things that you got. The candle, you got like a Libra candle.
Yeah, and from like, Anthropology.
Yes, for like $3.
Okay, I really did hit the jackpot, guys.
Yeah, seriously. There were so many times this year I'm like, damn it, Rachel. Okay. Okay, bracelets for me, like always. Like there were the like little smaller ones that like stack that I loved. I got like a couple
the
really big gold ones.
Like the Eagle Eye.
I got really good ones.
Yeah,
I did. Like beaded ones.
Yep.
Like literally, I got so many. Okay. There was a texture shampoo that I recently got. I think for like $2. That was like amazing, and that retails for like 20 plus. So that is like really good. I'm using that right now and love it. That black bum bag that I got, I love. It has like studs. It's so good.
So freaking cute.
I recently, towards the beginning of fall, I got this like sequin black dress from Alsip that I love and got so many compliments on the night I wore it. So shout out to that. It's a little see-through, but you know, we love it.
Oh, that
Remember it?
You never said you wore it.
Oh, sister.
Oh,
your girl stepped out. Okay.
Okay.
I had like that travel like skincare set that I love by Belief or whatever it was. Yeah, love that. I also had the furry slippers. I just love those. Like they're just so cozy and comfy.
They are so comfortable.
I know. I also had this like really awesome black and gold ring from Melrose Park that I got.
Yep.
It's like such good quality. And it actually, yes, it's like a big one. It like covers your whole finger, but like it also didn't tarnish my finger, and I'm very sensitive to that.
Yep.
So I love that for me. The biker vest. I actually loved those. We both found like a set of biker vests, which were so good. And then my last one too was the Audacity spray.
I'm ready to re-up.
That was a good one.
Up.
And then I have some honorable mention ones. I had these like cowboy like earrings, like the crafted ones that were good. And then just my makeup. I feel like
so good.
I was able to try so many things because they were so affordable.
Yep.
Okay, so any final thoughts before we like head out? I know we have like I don't know. I mean, we could go on and on for days about like everything we've learned professionally, personally, and like the growth. But like, what would you say? Final thoughts to 2024.
It's been real. Thank you for humbling me.
Seriously,
your girl needed it.
Seriously,
apparently. Yeah, I am like honestly ready for a new year. I'm ready to take. I feel like the first half of my year, I was just. Yeah, thinking I was the ish, and the second half life said, hold on, and I feel like for me,
don't
July,
your seatbelt, Rachel.
is like when I really started growing. To be honest, like more like okay, we gotta move a little bit differently. Yeah, time to switch up what you're doing.
I think. I mean, you're saying all these things. I think it's just like readjusting your focus.
Totally,
you know what I'm saying?
Totally,
like it's that's all it really is. You know what I mean? Just like realigning yourself and like figuring out like, you know, what you have to do and where you have to go from here, you know? And I say that because I've had years like that where it's like you feel like a failure. Like, what the hell was I doing all this time, all this long? But like, it's just at the end of the day, it's like, wait a second. I know who I am. I know who I work so hard to be day after day. It's like, it literally just reminds me of like those projectors from when we were like little in school, and it would be like, okay, you can still see like the math problem, but there would be that one kid that would be like, hey, can you tighten it? And then like the teacher would like turn the thing and then it was like crystal clear. I feel like that's how life goes sometimes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I know. Isn't that a
dang? I'm gonna use that.
It's seriously, it's true.
That's
it's
so
like, okay,
true.
you can
it's
still
like
see. It's like it's like just tighten up your like your stuff a little bit, you know? And again, I just feel like I've been there before. So it's like, I get that. 2024 for me, I'm tired. Like, for real. I'm a little tired. I'm tired of like the bullshit. I'm tired of like overworking myself sometimes. I'm tired of like
the hustle and bustle.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like tired of like the same old sometimes. So I'm with you. Like, I feel like, you know, it's all about kind of repositioning.
Definite.
You know, and I'm a person and creature of habit too, where it's like, you know, my soap is always on the right hand side, but maybe it'll work on the left hand side, you know?
Maybe you put it in the middle.
Maybe
hang it.
You know, maybe I get a bar of soap. I don't know.
There you go. A dispenser.
All these analogies. Okay. A very interesting thing I have to ask is, if you could give yourself advice in the beginning of yourself to the person you were then, like a piece of advice, what would it be?
If I could give myself advice at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. If we go back to podcast 37, I think it was. I think it was, 37 or something like that. What would you tell those girls?
Trust your gut.
I love that.
That's what I would tell myself.
Yeah.
If you got a bad feeling, go with it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say, like, girl, keep working, because I feel that person needed to grow a lot. There was still a lot to learn. There was still chances to take, like opportunities to take, and never like stop growing.
Yeah.
That, for sure. Because I feel like I was pretty confident last year. I thought I was like so great and stuff, and like reflecting on it too, I'm like, respectfully, no, Christina. You were, like you said, I was not all that.
Sit down.
There's always room for improvement.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So anyways, I would say that, and just be like, all right, girl, keep it going. Keep it going. Like, don't stop. Don't take your pedal. Don't take the
gas.
foot off the gas. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I would say too. But anyways, I am like looking forward to a new year. I always love like a fresh start. I
am so like, me too. I feel like I'm so motivated come January. I'm like, these are all right, new girl, new rules.
Yeah. These are always like my favorite like meetings, like end of the year ones, where you're looking at like where you were, where you're looking 100%. At like 100%, you know, like professionally too, like when you meet with like department heads and like you're creating like new goals and momentums for like the upcoming year. Like I thrive off those. So I'm really excited to like have conversations like that, you know, and those always just kind of remotivate you and reset and like realign. And so I'm like really excited for that. I'm really excited for like where this pod's gonna go. I have some really good, you know, ideas. There's really good voices we want to get on here. More and more people are receptive to us because we are, you know, now
established.
Is
that the word you were looking for?
I was gonna say world renowned, but I'm like, okay.
Well, we could do that too.
Yeah. But we're a very established name right now, so I'm excited to kind of get some more people on here and share their experiences and swap stories, if you will. So so that's to come here. Marketing wise, I don't know what to expect, but I'm like also ready to get in there. I think we have to get a little dirty.
It's time to show some skin.
Get our hands in the meat, baby.
We say in the beginning, we are here to make the flea market sexy again.
Yep.
And that's just what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. So with that being said, I think, you know, I don't really have my personal goals in order, but maybe we'll talk about that at a different time.
Next episode. I'm not there yet.
But it's been a good year, I think.
Your girl
overall.
Just had to reflect. I'm not there for the new ones, okay? I'm reflecting on the ones I didn't hit.
Okay, you know what? I will say, the final thing I will say is we found some good-ish this year.
Oh, yeah.
The flea finds were...
banging.
Thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was almost kind of unfair, all the stuff that you found, but...
Yeah, you're like, now I'm like, wow, I really, I'm forgetting that.
I was like, cool, Rachel. So much good stuff. Anyways, but that's all. So that's it for for 2024.
2024.
Cheers to 2025.
All right.
Bloom it up.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
As always, if you guys like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, and thanks for listening to another episode of You,
Me,
and The Flea.
See you next week.